Hi, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are, and you and your family are staying safe amid these difficult times. Today is Thursday, September 9th, 6 a.m. Eastern, where I am, and I'm up bright and early. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, like the video, and please feel free to comment on any of my videos. I love to cover finance, investing, and this channel is all about helping you, the viewer. So please comment. I'd love to get your feedback on how to make content that you guys enjoy. So let's cover today's stimulus news and let's get into it. So the voting GOP skinny bill. So this skinny bill has been talked about quite a bit this week. And the big news today and yesterday was the second stimulus direct check to taxpayers is not in the recent GOP pared down package. So let's go over what we know as of now. There's going to be 105 billion for schools, which has gone back and forth, but I think that's going to be a concrete amount. There's going to be a $300 per week additional unemployment job subsidy, which is down from the $600 in the last stimulus bill. There's going to be a second round of PPE money to keep small businesses afloat. They agreed on the $10 billion write-off at the U.S. Postal Service for debt, $30 billion for coronavirus vaccine research, $15 billion for virus testing, $15 billion for childcare business subsidies to keep them afloat, $20 billion for farmers. And as I mentioned, the new bill will not include the $1,200 directly mailed out to individuals. Mitch McConnell said he would be moving immediately today to set up a floor vote as during this week. I think he said that yesterday. So there could be a vote, I think, today on this modified skinny bill. But there's going to be a lot of controversy with this bill. You know, there's a lot of disagreement within even the Republican GOP parties, and the House will most likely vote it down as it is Democrat controlled. So my prediction is maybe Trump will need to do an executive order before the election, because even if this 500 billion stimulus does get passed, this pare down, a lot of analysts expect now that there would be a huge drawdown in the economy and the stock market, because there was an article from a Bridgewater CIO analyst, basically a hedge fund analyst, that said that recently the stimulus provided a big uptick, about 6-7% to GDP growth in the country, and the market would need at least a 1.3 to 1.5 billion package to sustain the same growth. So without that, you know, our economy and stock market could be in for a lot of trouble. So what did Trump say in the last few days? So, you know, his quote about, you know, having 300 billion was very interesting. Let me read it to you. Now we have 300 billion in an account that we didn't use, 300 billion, and we are willing to use that. I would be willing to release it subject to Congress and use that stimulus money, and it would go right to the American people. So the question is, why would Trump say this? Like, it's very curious. I think that whether or not this 300 billion it exists or it's allocated in some other way, it might be some angle that Trump is using to perhaps play optics and give hope or something in his back pocket that he can release this money and have money go directly to the taxpayer. So whether it is true or not, we'll see. But let me know what you guys think of that 300 billion account. And what he means by that. Would it probably be an executive order? We'll see by the end of the week and by the end of September. So let's recap some of the quotes that was said to media by the big players in White House. So Mitch McConnell says it does not contain every idea our party likes. McConnell said of the new plan, I am confident Democrats will feel the same. Yet Republicans believe the many serious differences between our two parties should not stand in the way of agreement where we can agree and make law that helps our nation. So even McConnell in that quote, he's admitting there's going to be a lot of divide in this bill. So that's not too good of a sign. There's compromises on GOP and on the Democrat side. So what did the Treasury Secretary say? The Speaker has refused to sit down and negotiate unless we agree to something like a 2.5 deal in advance. As you know, we put 3 trillion into the economy when the economy was completely shut down, and we've now reopened the economy. Let's do a targeted bill now, and if we need to do more in 30 days, we'll continue to do more. So even he is thinking that, we spent 3 trillion on it already, so we should do a more targeted and likely smaller bill. And Pelosi said this yesterday: get rich, get real, Mitch McConnell. It's only a check in the box so that some of his endangered Republican senators can go home and say, well, we tried, but it isn't trying. It isn't even attempting to do the right thing. So you can see right away on all three sides, Treasury Secretary, Republican leader, Democrat, Pelosi, there's a lot of divide. So, and this bill, I don't know how far it will go and how many check boxes it's going to take. So, I'm thinking that Trump will just have to sign a presidential order. If this thing even passes, it's going to be slimmed down and it's going to be rejected by the House. So Trump might have to step out. This is just a guess of a scenario that might happen to kind of move the bill through the deadlock. Possible presidential order September 18th and starting direct deposit payout 1 to 2 weeks after. So September 28th, and then physical check mail out the week after, and then the repeat of the EIP card maybe a week or two after that. So this is just my guess, but it does not look good in terms of where the status and the fighting of this bill is going forward. So let's move to the COVID update numbers. This data is from Google search. I think the data is from September 8th or 9th, depending on when the website was updated. Some of the US data is from September 9th. So worldwide, there was an uptick yesterday. So we're at 27.8 versus 27.5 yesterday, and 204 new cases since yesterday. So you can see it's been oscillating in this range. So we've just kind of bounced off the 200K mark, which is good. Hopefully we see a downtrend going lower. United States, there was a bit of an uptick, almost 30,000 new cases as of September 9th, but we are in this downtrend lower, which is good. The top three, California, Texas, Florida, they all had upticks yesterday, 3,000, 4,000, 2,000. And California, it's getting close to almost 800,000 cases, which is a lot. And overall, it's a big uptick. I think over 30,000 new cases over yesterday. Yesterday was 6.35. And deaths went up 1,000 to 191. I believe we were at 190 yesterday. So not good news in the infection and deaths data for today. That's it for today. I hope everyone has a awesome Thursday. Stay safe, and stay happy.